Hi guys, welcome back. It's Christmas week. We're making ornaments this week, and today I'm going to show you how to make one like this. I made this one at home, and it's a little bit bigger than the ones we're going to be making here today. So we've got this size here. You're going to start off with your ornament. And the first thing you're going to want to do is take this metal part off. You just pull straight up and that pin starts to bend. As you can see, I pulled it out of this one, which I started working on, so I can show you guys a couple different things. So this will be a lot like the pumpkin cups that we made. We're going to use our Mod Podge, and we're going to just paint it on to the surface. Get a good size area covered. And then you can put a piece of the tissue paper or two down at a time. It's easier if you have your tissue papers kind of separated on your work area because they kind of stick together. And then once you put them on, we're just going to take the Mod Podge and go right back over top of it. Try to get it to lay down. The reason we took the top off was so we can we don't get the Mod Podge all over it. The other thing that taking the top off allows us to do is we can take a pencil and have it help us hold it, which I found this to be really useful when I was making mine. Now you can use multiple colors. I was going to do something similar to what I did with the one I showed you that I made at the beginning, which is I'm going to put a pattern on there, and I'll show you guys how I did that. But you don't have to do that. You can leave yours plain. You can do one color. We've got red and green and white. So you can use all three colors if you'd like. It's up to you. But then if you choose to do it like that and don't want to do the pattern because it's kind of tough to do the patterns, but you still want to do something more for it, I'll show you what in a second what else you can do. Let me get this. So Mod Podge is a glue, and what we can do is while it's still wet, let me get some of this excess off of here. You can sit there and we can take things like some glitter. Sprinkle those on there. Or you've got these little stars. We can stick some of those on there, or sequins, or just kind of see what that looks like. But if you want to do the pattern, what you're going to have to do is do it and let it dry a little bit. And then I've got a couple different kinds of patterns. Let me set this down for a second. Christmas trees. You just have to find something that's the right size. There's the star that I used on mine. Got these little snowmen and some little stockings. And you're just gonna take your pattern and lay it down, and then take one of your tissue papers, and because the tissue paper is thin enough you can see through it, and you just trace the pattern onto the tissue paper, and then you cut along that. So I did a couple of the little green Christmas trees. So now I'm gonna take the area that's dried a little bit, and I'm gonna brush some of the Mod Podge on there. And then I'm gonna lay down the first Christmas tree. And when I was doing it, I kind of experimented a little bit, and it works better with if you put a couple on top of each other, because they'll give you a darker color. Especially with the white, you could see right through that. And then I'm going to just take my other cutout, try to line it up as best I can. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you get it close. And there you go. So then when you're all done and have completed your ornament, you're gonna put this back on, and to put this back on, you just squeeze the two little metal things and get them down inside, and then push it in. And that's all there is to it. And once it dries, it'll get a nice shiny finish like this one. And you can hang it on your tree. Hope you guys enjoy making these. They're very fun to do. Thanks, guys.